Doctor Who is a show that has an incredible legacy behind it, and I could not be more excited to start watching this show with you right now. I gotta be honest, I'm so excited to watch this show. Not only did I buy the first season on Blu-ray, but I also went ahead and just bought the David Tennant collection, which I believe comprises of series 2, 3, and 4. So I'm just expecting that I'll love this show. I know this, going into this 2005 iteration of the show, is kind of unique in the sense that it is a reboot of a beloved show that ran from 1963 to 1989, but the structure and the format of the show, I think, also allows it to work as a sequel as well. So that's just kind of automatically fascinating, and I'm excited to see what Christopher Eccleston brings to the role. So, being this is my first time watching the show, I thought, let me share kind of what I think the show is, my expectations of the show. Everything I know about it pretty much comes from pop culture or images that I've seen at random. My expectation is that this is a show full of fun, adventure, maybe a little bit scary at times, but mostly I think the idea here is imaginative adventures of the good Doctor Who and his companion. This first episode is called Rose, which I know is named after a character, but when the episode selection screen popped up, it showed me the names of the next couple of episodes: The End of the World, The Unquiet Dead, Aliens in London. I'm excited to watch this first episode, but man, it's tempting not to just dive into one of those, because what is going on? What is this show? All right, I've talked enough. I'm excited to watch this show with you, so let's experience Rose for the very first time right now. I love that. Christopher Eccleston, Billy Piper. That's the show. That's the cast. All right. Looks like she has a busy day of shopping. Maybe she works there. That was a good lunch break. She seems to have a really happy and fulfilled life.
Wilson!
Is there some kind of beastie in here or a murderer?
Wilson!
It's Doctor Who. I don't know what to expect. Maybe I should put this down for fear of spilling it. Are all of these mannequins about to be alive? Because this is creepy. What the heck? He is going to karate.
Run.
Luckily, Doctor Who here came to save you. Why was your instinct not to run, Rose? Why did you need him to grab you and tell you to run? If they're gonna travel the world together, and by world I mean space and time, lesson 1, self-preservation. Rose, come on.
Living plastic creatures. They're being controlled by a relay device in the room, which would be a great big problem if I didn't have this. Don't tell anyone about this, because if you do, you'll get them killed.
Wait, but she knows about it. Is she not gonna be killed?
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name?
Rose.
Oh, the Doctor. The Doctor, that's what we call him. Well, the bomb worked. Holy whoa. And she has a plastic arm as a souvenir.
She's lucky to be alive.
Aww.
Honestly, it's aged her. Skin like an old Bible.
Skin like an old Bible? That's actually a pretty savage insult. Wow, Mom.
Bye.
See, wait, I'm a little nervous. Should he have that arm? Is it really like dead, being disconnected from the... I'm even more nervous now that we're following him. Less nervous now that he threw it in the bin. Ah!
What are you doing here?
I live here.
Oh! So it does still operate on its own accord.
Anyway, I don't even know your name. Doctor, what was it?
Holy cow. What the heck?
It's all right, I stopped it. There you go, you see? Harmless.
This is a great start.
Tell me what's going on.
No, I don't. You lot, all you do is eat chips, go to bed and watch telly. While all the time underneath you, there's a war going on.
A war? Wait, who are we at war with?
How did you kill it?
The thing controlling it projects life into the arm. I cut off the signal, dead. They want to overthrow the human race and destroy you.
Well, that sounds bad. Let's stop that.
Who are you?
It's like when you're a kid, the first time they tell you that the world's turning and you just can't quite believe it because everything looks like it's standing still. I can feel it. We're falling through space, you and me. Clinging to the skin of this tiny little world, and if we let go, that's who I am.
What? That was a really engaging speech. Not particularly informative, but really engaging speech. The music on the show is really interesting so far. Dr. Blue Box. Doctor Who? That's him.
It's something to do with the doctor. She's been reading the website. Please come through. I'm in the shed.
This doctor keeps cropping up all over the place. No first name, no last name, just the doctor.
If we look at the original.
Oh, wow.
Assassination of President Kennedy. The doctor is a legend woven throughout history. When disaster comes, he's there. He brings the storm in his wake. And he has one constant companion, death.
Oh, I thought he was going to say you. That would have been cool. But death is more intense and more terrifying for her. But again, that was a really great speech, introduction to the character. I don't know. It's really interesting. But is that more plastic? Maybe the trash can wants to eat him, which doesn't make any sense, but... Oh my gosh, that's not good. Maybe it wants to absorb him. It burped.
I think he's an alien from another world.
Ooh.
All right, he's a nutter. Off his head. What are we gonna do tonight? I fancy a pizza.
Pizza.
Or Chinese.
He's a plastic man now. Rose. We've talked about self-preservation, Rose. Lesson 2, observation.
So where did you meet this doctor?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I talking about me for a second?
Because I reckon it all started back at the shop.
Investigating it for himself.
But you can trust me, sweetheart. Babe.
Darling.
Sugar. Babe. Sugar.
It's almost like a robot.
Where's the doctor?
That was the doctor right there.
Doesn't anybody want the champagne?
Look, we didn't order it.
Gotcha. Oh, that is cool. I feel
That's gonna stop me.
you gotta interrupt the signal like before. You know this. I'm just feeling really bad for Rose, but she's handling it really well, and she learned to run. So like that running was her idea this time. So.
What's going in?
Gonna follow us.
Oh wow. It's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
I can use it to trace the signal back to the original source.
Awesome.
Are you alien?
Yes. Is that all right?
Yeah.
She's
It's
cool
called
with
the
it.
TARDIS, this thing. Time and relative dimension in space.
Did they kill him, Mickey?
TARDIS.
Did they kill Mickey? Is he dead? And now you're just gonna let him melt?
No.
Well, it's definitely not your boyfriend anymore.
You can't go out there. It's not safe.
We've moved.
I got so close. If I did forget some kid called Mickey,
Yeah, he's not a
it's
kid.
because I'm busy trying to save the life of every stupid ape blundering about on top of this planet. All right.
If you are an alien, how come you sound like you're from the north?
Lots of planets have a north.
They all have the same accent.
It's a telephone box from the 1950s. It's a disguise.
What's it got against us?
Nothing. It loves you. Just what the nesting consciousness needs.
Nesting consciousness.
Any way of stopping it?
Anti-plastic.
Of course.
First, I've got to find it. The transmitter.
What's it look like?
Like a transmitter. Round and massive. Like a wheel. Radial. Close to where we're standing. Must be
Love it.
completely invisible. What? What is it? What?
I love that to her it's so obvious, and he's completely not getting it. Listen, I need to know, is the music this good in every episode, or is it special because it's the premiere?
Every artificial thing waiting to come alive. The shop with no dummies, the phones, the wires, the cables.
The breast implant.
That's a terrifying thought. Thanks, Rose. Whoa. I like that Rose is immediately incredibly helpful. Like, she's not just arm candy. She's not just here to be pretty. The doctor couldn't have done this without her.
Living plastic creature.
What?
I'm not here to kill it. I've got to give it a chance.
I suspect the end result will be that it dies, but I like that that's not the primary objective.
According to Convention 15 of the Shadow Proclamation.
This is very cordial. He's alive! He's not dead!
Doctor, they kept him alive.
Yeah, that was always a possibility.
You knew that and you never said.
Can we keep the domestics outside? Thank you.
He's not great at the whole communication thing, all right? Maybe that's the lesson for the doctor to work on.
It's an invasion, plain and simple. Don't talk about constitutional rights. This planet is just starting. These stupid little people have only just learned how to walk. That was just insurance. I wasn't going to use it. It's not true. I should know. I was there. I fought in the war. It wasn't my fault. I saved your world. I couldn't save any of them. It's starting the invasion. Get out, bro. Just let it now.
No, go on. Just go on right now.
Darling, you're breaking up. Listen, I'm just going to do a bit of late night shopping.
Do you really blame Mom for not listening? Oh, you tried, Rose. Oh, this is the end of the world. No, that's the next episode, I think. Oh, creepy. I like that they're like kind of dancing. And robot's over.
Is it all true?
Uh-oh, what is that? Did you just shoot Clive? Come on, Rose, get the anti-plastic or whatever it's called. Oh no, are those three brides behind her gonna... Yep.
Just leave him.
Yo, Mickey, don't hold her back. Yes. Boom. Oh, it spilled. Yes. I like explosions. Ha. Rest in plastic. It's an example of cheesy dialogue that they didn't include in this show. 10 out of 10 for that. Yet I chose to include it in my reaction, so here we are. Oh, Mickey can't handle it. And that's why you're not the companion, buddy.
Rose, don't go out of the house. It's not safe. No, there were these things, and they were shooting, and they...
She's just happy Mom's alive and parroting back the advice that she just hung up on her.
You were useless in there. You'd be dead if it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Yes, I would. You could come with me.
He's an alien. He's a thing.
He's not invited.
Clearly.
Yeah, I can't. I've,
Oh,
Okay.
he's so disappointed.
See you around.
But yeah, it'd be too easy if she just went right away, right? And he's gone. He'll be back though, right? Oh, he's back immediately.
Did I mention it also travels in time?
I thought for sure she'd at least go to say goodbye to Mom, but it travels through time. So she could come back to this night if she wants. That's so cool. This is so much fun. You know, this is maybe one of the rare times when something I watched was exactly what I expected it to be. I'm so glad it was. That was a blast. Well, that was an incredible introduction to the world of Doctor Who. This was such a blast. It was a good time. And honestly, I'm just really glad I'm watching this show right now because I could use a good time and just something that's more or less just fun. And I'm sure there will be interesting themes and things woven throughout this series, but it's just really exciting for me to have something that's just pure fun that ignites the imagination. And this had that in spades. Let me just say, first of all, this episode kind of revolving around Rose, introducing us to her mom, her boyfriend, her life that kind of fell apart when her workplace exploded in a blaze of glory, thanks to the Doctor. So she chose to leave that behind. I'm curious, her family, her boyfriend, her mom, if they'll be back again in the future. Like, she left. She's gone. So I know this is a more episodic show than I've watched in a while. And so I'm curious, you know, will they be back at some point in the future, or are we just going to erase them from our memories? Mickey never even existed. I look forward to kind of finding out and seeing how that plays out down the road. The idea of living plastic is interesting. When I saw mannequins moving at the beginning of the episode, I never, ever would have guessed that there was some type of alien life force that was controlling it telepathically with a giant Ferris wheel. I mean, the very idea of a nesting consciousness is it that controls plastic, mostly mannequins and occasional trash cans. I like that it didn't kill Mickey, although I thought for sure Mickey was dead. I'm curious, how did Mickey get to the nesting consciousness's headquarters? It's like it got absorbed into the trash can and then teleported, which was cool. I had a good time with that. One of the most interesting elements was when the doctor was talking to the nesting consciousness, talking on and on about the war, the shadow proclamation, just really trying to appeal to it on a, I guess maybe there's some kind of like federation or understanding between, I don't even know. It's something I think that is, we'll probably hear more about and learn about as we go throughout the show, but it's just really interesting that was something that they just kind of was a kind of central part, but wasn't fully explained, and it didn't need to be fully explained. It was there, and it's just something that is intriguing, and I'm going to be thinking about that a little bit throughout the week as I'm waiting to watch the next episode, because I will be watching these weekly. I'm not going to binge a bunch of episodes on you. I really enjoy the process of watching a show weekly and getting to talk about it a little bit with you guys. Now, I'll be probably an episode or two ahead of what is posted on Patreon and for YouTube members, but not too far ahead anyway. I am mildly offended that the doctor kept referring to us as stupid little people, but also recognizing, okay, yeah, you know what? On the evolutionary scale of things, we're still new. We're still young. And I'm not going to be too offended. Obviously, for someone who has the technology and capabilities that the doctor has, we are nothing but an insignificant speck by comparison. And I'm going to just accept that and not be upset. Yeah, why would I? It was a fun show. It was a really good time. So let me just wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed watching this with me. If you did, be sure to check out the next episode. And of course, give this video a like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.